On this episode of Pimp My Setup, I'm going to be talking about your setups you submit for tips, tricks, feedback, and much more. So if you're interested in that, then sit back, relax, and interact because the show starts now, bros.
It's time for the original setup show dedicated to providing you with tips, tricks, and feedback to pimp out your setup. Hosted by Matt Philly with new special guests every week. Coming at you live in 3, 2, 1.
What's up, everybody? On the Pimp My Setup, episode number 189, recorded live on February 7th, 2017. My name's Matt Philly. You can find me on Twitter at Matt Philly. And as always, we are joined by producer Tom.
Guys, the best preparation for tomorrow is doing your best today.
Oh, get off the stupid quote website. I see it. He's looking quotes up. Really, I like that. That's good. So, everybody, how y'all doing? Leave it in the comments. Hope everyone's doing good. Thank you so much for the support lately. We're getting fast passes coming in, which we appreciate. You could skip the line, get on the next episode, guaranteed. But go to pimpmysetup.com/perks. Also, submit your setup, pimpmysetup.com/Q. We are officially past episode 300
like
in the waiting list.
302, I think.
Yeah, so I feel bad for anyone submitting now, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. And people say they don't want my feedback, but why we booked up so late? Anyways, also, if you guys want to join our Setup Addicts Discords, go to discord.gg/Matt, and then also go to setupaddicts.com for our Facebook group. And I believe that's all you need to know for now. If you want to check out the schedule for this coming month, including March, then go on over to swashin.tv/schedule. You could actually see when Tom's going to be taking over the show and other fun things like that. But anyways, let's get into the setup, shall we? All right, first set of the day, submitted by Jonas. Jonas is 13. Guess what? We don't know anything about him because he didn't tell us anything we need to know. Now, there's 3 photos. Let's stay on this photo, right? So this isn't directly connected to the setup, but this, I think, was a big deal for him to include because we could see the walls plastered with some sort of like graffiti kind of art. Looks pretty unique. I like it. It's cool. And then he's got like his console setup and stuff like that. Again, we're not really going to critique that because it's not part of the setup, but just interesting. I think kind of important to know because if you go back to the first photo, it's kind of like what's going on the wall. You know, it looks like he has some fake wall thing being pushed out. Because if you go back to the third photo, I'll make Tom go back and forth. It looks like a brick extension piece. You know what I mean? Like it's actually coming off of the wall. So it was so dark in the first photo we couldn't really tell. But now at least we can, use our detective skills to piece that together. Now, it is a very nice, simple, straight to the point kind of setup. You know, just, all right, yeah, it works. But, it's kind of a little, out of sight, out of mind, a little poop. And the reason I say this is because it's got like random phone cases next to the main monitor. You know, like stuff like that. Like, are you really like every day swapping out the cases and stuff? You know, put that away. Also, I think that the overall, usability of the setup, it is good. It's nice. You have the microphone that's easy to use, your tablet off to the left, everything like that. We're not necessarily seeing great speakers. We're seeing a Bluetooth speaker, which is fine. But maybe I'm blind. Do you see headphones anywhere, Tom?
I don't. I do
God,
not see.
that's minus 73 points. He's already... I mean, at this point, you may as well just quit. You know what I'm saying? Really, we just critiquing in the sense of accessories. We don't see that, but he does have the microphone. He's got his mouse pad. Everything like that is pretty cool. Theme, again, I had a hard time with that. It's a difficult one. The brick wall looks cool, but then you have like all the CDs, oddly enough, off to the left side, which was weird, kind of out of place. The Adidas thing off to the side, and then really nothing kind of giving us like a theme in your face. But if you go to the next photo, he's got the bin with like cables going down to it. So obviously cable management right there. PC, yeah, I mean, it's fine. I think the PC should have been off to the right and the subwoofer to the left side. Only because you'd rather kick the sub with your feet rather than the PC. But Tom, what do you think? It's a difficult one, right?
It's very difficult because it's kind of dark in the background, so you can't really tell like what's going on around it. But oh my god, the setup itself is good. Usability is fine for the most part. It's hard to really critique. You basically said everything. Yeah,
and like people said in the chat, the visible LEDs on the bottom right side of the back up, bottom right side of the desk there. Bottom right side, down. Yeah, there you go. Visible LEDs. And then, if someone said, oh, the headphones are, if you go to the third photo, you could see they're behind. So, okay, that's good to know. But we would have been able to see them, I think, on the first photo, so maybe he just didn't have them there. I don't know. Regardless, I don't really have much to say about this setup. I'm not gonna lie, like, it's cool and everything. It's just, it's a difficult one to like critique. It's not the best photos in the world. Next setup of the day submitted by Alfonso. He's 14. His YouTube is Fonzay, Fonzay. Again, just out of sight, out of mind. What's with all the random shit on the left side of the desk? It really, it made it seem kind of like, it's not a big deal. Like, they're just there for fun. It kind of hurt his setup because the monitor on the right side is almost, if not over the edge. And obviously not the stand or anything like that, but the actual monitor itself. So push yourself back over a little bit more, kind of scoot over, get rid of all that crap on the left side. If you want to keep it, put it on a shelf, and then move the PS4 to where all that stuff is, like right in the corner, and it gives it a little bit more breathability. You don't have a mouse pad or anything like that. I know some people are weird and they apparently don't like one, but I just feel like it's a good thing to have. That would add to it. And then he's got speakers. They're laying on their side there. The microphone, like, it's, again, guys, just a simple, straight to the point kind of setup. There's not like a lot to critique. So I think moving over, getting a shelf that you can put that stuff on would help a lot. And then working on theme a bit would be ideal. Again, I don't really know what those things are on the left side, but getting controller stand, maybe even a vertical stand for the PS4, pushing it over, kind of giving yourself a little bit more breathing room. Are you going for the black and red? Because we see that in your peripherals. If so, kind of pop that color in because it's a very white setup. Like very white. Am I right, T?
Oh, you just went green.
Huh?
You just went green.
I went green. Okay. Well, I was going to ask for your feedback, but yeah. So, yeah, I mean, Can you go to the next photo real quick?
Yeah.
Cool. So, yeah, this photo also kind of gives us a closer look. I guess it's like marble and rocks and different things like that, but again, you can see the cables in this scenario behind TV and everything. Yeah. Oh well. I don't really have much to say. The PC's on carpet, like someone just said. Yeah, it is what it is. How do you feel about it, Tom?
It's like very empty on the wall. Yeah, you have the one poster above, but I would add more to the wall. I would just get rid of those little things just in general. You don't need a shelf for them. They're so minuscule and I don't know, just don't really add anything to the setup. So I just get more posters. Agreed.
All right, next setup of the day is submitted by Callum. He's 22. He enjoys photography and travel and doesn't know how to cable manage. I made that part up, but I would assume it's true, especially if you look at the first photo where all the cables are just kind of like so. Yeah, again, like all these setups, like this one I think is a lot better than the other ones we've seen already. If you look, the brick wall is cool, like nice, cool. But the cables have just like destroyed what you're going for. The speakers, cool, you have that. You have your accessories and whatnot. It's a Mac setup. Some people are gonna, flip out because, oh my god, it's a Mac, oh my god. But it's just like, okay, he's got a candle, +5 for the candle. And then a cool wavy mirror, right? Nice. Yeah. I think that's pretty cool. The artwork's a little underwhelming.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's cool, but if you're going to do that, at least get more or get a bigger print.
Yeah, okay.
It's just kind of like weird. It's like tacked in,
I remember the guy from last episode, he had a gray brick wall and his setup did not match the wall at all. This one matches the setup.
Yeah, yep, exactly. So. Good point. But yeah, like I don't like the thumbtacks. Yeah. Frame it, and yes, people are like, that's a fake brick wall. Congratulations.
Oh my god,
Nancy
you figured
Drew.
that out.
Yeah, you are so smart. But yeah, I mean, it just, like Tom said, this at least matches what he's going for. It's just simple. And oh yeah, that's the other thing, the printer on the bottom right side, that killed your usability. I mean, what the fuck,
you can't even like get the sheet out of because the leg's blocking it.
Yeah, which is weird because if you look to the left side where the candle is, it just so happens to be the perfect spot for a printer. I hate that. It's not like he has, no space for it at all. Like, oh my God, what is he going to do? It's like, bro, just put it on the left side. But yeah, I mean, good setup. Could be a lot better, but a great starting point nonetheless.
So would you recommend an IKEA Signum for those cables on the bottom, or would you just adhere them to the back of the...
Yeah, well, I mean, IKEA Signum will help a lot. You can put the power strip and all that in there, and then the rest, kind of like what you were about to say, you just shove them behind the damn Alex.
Yeah, they couldn't even be seen if you just shoved them behind there.
Like, Yeah. Why even Velcro the cables you have on the bottom?
Yeah, they're just laying on the floor.
Yeah, they're still going to be laying on the floor. I know you're trying to make it not as bad, but I mean, God, what the... Anyways, next setup submitted by Aaron. Now, or Aaron, to be more specific.
Aaron.
Yeah, looking at these two photos, Tom, if you had to take a guess at the age, what would you say?
19.
26.
Okay. Yeah, I knew he was going to be older because you asked the question.
Yeah, it was just interesting to me. He's into gaming and music, plays guitar in a band, and uses PC for recording and editing music, videos, photos, as well as gaming. And he plans on replacing the drawer to the right, which, thank God. That was like the first thing I was like, boy, I'll tell you what, that needs to go now. But I think in a scenario like this, don't even just replace the drawer on the right side. Replace the desk. Get yourself something. We see you have a storage bin off to the right side as well. I don't know if you kind of like barely see it. Yeah, it's like the white. If you get a desk long enough to go from point A to point B, then you could get like the Alex drawers. I know you don't need to do what everyone else does, but I'm saying you can get storage that fits under the desk. It will give you a lot more usability. Speakers will have a lot more, have an easier time of being in a spot that's not covering the one display. Because if you go to the first photo, you can see a little more closely. You know, the left one's good, the right one, yes, it's good, and yes, it's not covering a majority of the screen, but, you know, give yourself a little bit more breathability, because also your mouse, I mean, your monitor's on the mouse, your monitor stands on the mouse, the speaker's on the mouse pad. Oh, I keep saying on the mouse. The monitor stands on the mouse pad. I think you get what I'm going for here. But imagine moving the mouse around. You're playing H1Z1. You got to spin around real quick. Bam! You hit the speaker. Bam! You hit the monitor stand. What are you doing?
Yeah, it's not a lot of room to move.
Yeah, it's just, and especially you said you're gaming, so you can't say, well, I don't game. Well, you just did. So I like what you're going for, though. I think it's hard having a red wool. It's probably an idea a long time ago to do it, but it's not horrific. I think that going against that kind of wood, it is. But not awful. I think the poster's cool. He has more posters off to the top right. I didn't include the photo. He had a photo of just the other posters. You know, it's cool. It's simple. It's straight to the point. But I think it's really just, you know what I'm saying, dog?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, Tom's actually a translator. What did I just say?
You said that he needs to change the desk and you'll be fine.
Exactly. That's why he's here. You know what I'm saying?
He lived in the Congo for 6 years, so Matt knows.
Yeah. Yeah, isn't that like a real African language?
Yeah, it's like the click.
Yeah,
language.
the click clerks, something like that. Anyways, next setup submitted by Matthew. He's 13. Loves everything tech. He teaches programming and animations to make money. But did I mention he's 13? So
he teaches older people, maybe.
Yeah, like 95-year-olds like, all right, Grandma, listen, this is how you animate. Stop using that.
God damn it.
You suck, Grandma. You're never going to get it. That'll be $25. I don't know. I always find it funny. Like, I give props to him, Matthew. He's probably a go-getter. He's probably like, you know.
There's a lot of like entrepreneurs that are like 13-year-olds. Like, I'm a graphic designer, animator.
Because I was kind of like that too. Where
you did a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I was like, I made an app,
and then you realize you can't make money off it because it's really hard to make money off it. And then you're like,
I made it for a nonprofit. Well, are they nonprofit? I don't know. I made an app for a nonprofit. I'm like, why can't I make money? We're like raising money to save kids with cancer. I'm like, this is bullshit. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, this setup though is cool, and apparently this is how he makes all his cha-chang. You know what I'm saying? Someone just, Rob in the chat just said, Grandma, stop clicking on the paperclip. That is hilarious.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one. Anyways, this setup though is super cool considering he's 13. But God, out of sight, out of mind, just you done diddly obliterate it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel bad because he's like, hey man, I'm getting dual monitors coming up soon. Can I push my setup back? I was like, no, that's not how it works. It's not fair to everybody else. But it's like, cool, you're able to spend your money, but you did it wrong. You know, I find it weird that the Mac is so far to the left. Again, it's down to how everybody uses it, but it just looks, considering the divot in the desk where your body goes, it seems so far over, especially because that's the keyboard you're using. So you get what I'm saying? You're sitting that middle piece right there, then you're like reaching off to the left side to type, but then your mouse, you're like, this is so comfy. I love it. It just seems off to me. Also, just the shelves, weird stuff, like the globe is cool, the little plant, like that blue thing, like, oh, really cool shit, honestly, like I like it, but just terrible placement. Everything's all over the place. You know, that's like, I always tell people, it doesn't matter how much money you pour into your setup. You see these videos on YouTube like $15,000 setup, and you see they have two Macs that they spent like $13,000 on, and you know, they spend all their other money on like stupid shit, and it just looks awful. Money does not equal a good setup. You could spend $300 and have a banging setup that's got 100 on Pimp My Setup. Just saying. Also, someone said, why do you accept these setups? This is actually right when Tom had taken over, so we're going to all spread hate towards Tom. No, I'm just
kidding.
You
want to improve your setup. This is what the show to get on.
Yeah, no, this is really, we're not looking for top-tier setups, but I think it's great that Tom sent this in, because this is a great example of, you can have a laptop setup, that's amazing, but out of sight, out of mind will kill your score. Cable management, usability, so on and so forth. I mean, we've seen this desk used so many times, and the setups are amazing. They got dual cup holders, and my dude puts an 8-ball in the right one. I think that's when you know you're going downhill. You don't put 8 bowls in cup holders, all right, dude. But yeah, I think it's an interesting one. You all right, Tom?
I think the top shelf's perfectly fine. I would get rid of all the stuff in the middle shelf and put like pop vinyls that like would fit perfectly, or something along the lines of that.
Height,
or like if you're into cars, you put like those cars along the middle. I think that's perfect, like to have it like right that. But you know, getting 2 monitors would definitely help. You know, I don't know where you put the laptop, maybe just off to the side at that point, but then you'd probably figure it out more. The reason that it doesn't look great is because the laptop is so small, so you look around to see what else is around, and
your eyes travel more.
Yeah,
that's actually a great point. Had there been dual monitors, you would be less likely to be
like, look
triggered.
At the wallpaper. Yeah, like that's awesome. Yeah,
and plus I think the artwork, the photos and all that, it's a top right, also in a weird spot. Not a big fan of that, but interesting. And someone said, like, the reason it was accepted is because it was proper photos. Yeah, they were great photos, and that's all you really need to get on the show. But anyways, let's move on. Next setup submitted by Danny. Danny16. He likes football and gaming, and you know, that photo, not bad. I mean, the cables, where they at though? You know what I'm saying? Where they at? Is that
a poster on the floor?
Yeah, Fallen Soldier. You know, not the prettiest walls ever, but it looks like he's in the top floor of his house, if you will.
That's a cool little spot though.
It's cool. Other than, you know, peek up the stairs, just look and be like, what are you doing, Danny? It's like, God, Mom, get the hell out of here.
Quit playing CSGO. It's for stupid kids.
But, you know, very interesting. If you look at the left side of the desk, zoom on in there, we see the headphones laying on what is considered a tablet stand. Now, fun fact, that is like super cheap it's super cheap at IKEA, and that's what we have our mixer on.
Fits perfect, too.
Yeah, we use it as a mixer stand, like the best thing ever. But, very odd to use it for your headphones. So obviously a little headphone stand or under desk mount would be perfect for this. You know, the random cable right there, a little something we gotta say. The pop vinyls, it's cool that they're guarding the monitor, but like, you have a lot of desk space.
Yeah.
I'd pop that somewhere else. Now, something I found interesting is he's got some snapbacks and tattoos. Okay, just snapbacks. But what I would recommend, mount to the wall going down. It would look pretty epic. You know?
Okay.
Different. I don't like where they're at now, because you could really use that for something.
You could put your PC up there.
Yeah.
I mean, with the slanted walls, it might be a little tougher, but you probably could just push it out more.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, it looks like a. I mean, it's a pretty cool. It's a cooler, man. I mean, yeah.
I mean, yeah. If you're into PCs, you upgrade it down the line.
Yeah. Get some LED. Oh, this is like the one setup. I haven't said get LEDs in a long time, but I would get LEDs, because with that wall angle, like, that shit will diffuse and look beautiful. I recommend that. Outside that of mind, though, you know, you have a lot of random stuff. Someone likes to actually read physical papers. Loser! Just kidding. Really, though, I think it's a super simple setup. I'm not a huge fan of the posters, because it looks like you like just put them in your hand, put them in a little ball, and open it back up, and like shoved Scotch tape all over the place. Yeah, like, these are good. But yeah, I think you definitely need, like, I like the blue chair. That was the other thing I was going to say. I hate that you have the Razer mouse pad, because it's fucking, damn it, and it's green, and I hate that one. The Goliath or some shit, it looks like ass. I hate it. But, the blue chair, why not get blue through the setup? You need a bit of pop. You get the LEDs with blue. Bam. Get some blue other stuff, and it'll look great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The thing is, the desks or whatever, like the one in the back doesn't go out like all the way. It cuts off at one point because you can see there's something behind it. I don't know if it's like a punching bag or something like that.
Oh yeah, it's like one of those weighted.
Yeah. So like the desk doesn't go all the way back, which is I guess understandable because you want to have your monitor at a reasonable like depth or whatever. So
yeah,
it's just weird to have like the desk cut off.
But then you gotta have the other desk do the same thing. He's got 3 desks though, isn't that weird?
He's got the small little table and the big one.
Probably should have thought that through, but hey, okay. Next setup submitted by Dennis. Now Dennis, whoa, Dennis, what the hell? 19 uses setup for photo and video editing, gaming, and office work, but you know. Obviously, I'm kidding. This is his old photo. He just sent it for the lulz. You would expect when you send a photo like this for the lulz, the next one would be jaw-dropping, right?
Yeah.
But, okay. Next photo. It's still it's better, but goddamn, can you fit anything else in that little corner? I mean, it looks like you tried so hard and got so far, but in the end... It doesn't even matter. Oh, someone's a gangster. His mom's going to beat his ass if he just did that with some Sharpie. That better be a decal, I'm just saying. And, you know, cable management, cool. Just sub. You know, got to do something about that sub. And then also in between the monitors. But mainly, let's just focus on the first photo, right? Like, way too much, man. You got the PC with a 970 sticker and thing. That's interesting. You got a big ass clock, which I don't want to be that guy, but did you know on your computer on the taskbar bottom right you actually have a clock? Oh, did he hide his taskbar?
Yeah.
This little bitch.
He doesn't like to see the time on his computer. He likes to see it off to the side.
Yeah, that's weird. You know, you can show your taskbar. I don't like when people hide the taskbar. It's like when you hide the dock in Mac. What are you doing? Okay. And when you put it on the left or right side, what are you doing? Really though, just way too much. I mean, cool, you got red, but like, you know, the cup and all that, like, but no, sir, too much. Not completely usable, just a little too scary for me. You know what I'm saying? And
the LEDs are underneath like the little thing because it looks like it's just shining on a keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, that's really all it is. Yeah, so why not
put it so bad though?
Yeah, no. Well, I think it's more so the photo. I don't
know. I don't think so.
But just out of sight, out of mind, all that stuff is just. It's really, it's annoying. Now, he's got that softbox, right? So you would think he's a streamer, but where's the webcam? Or am I just not seeing it? Wouldn't you think it'd be on his right display based on the placement of the softbox? But also think this, you turn the softbox on, that shit is close and it's probably bright. You're going to be burning your eyeballs out and you're going to be super overexposed. I'm just assuming. Which, by the way, did you guys see that Logitech just released a new 4K webcam?
Go buy it down below.
Yeah, C920, eat your heart out. Am I right? Really, I want to get that. It looks pretty cool. But yeah, I think it's just like confusing. He also does have the green screen though, or it looks.
Yeah, it's off to the right.
Yeah. So I guess maybe he switches the softbox around, but he has it pointed at a setup, which is why I am confused. But here's the thing: go to the first photo, zoom in on the mouse. Do you notice anything?
It looks weird. I don't know. I can't. It looks like there's tape on it.
There's duct tape. It also looks like he's used and abused that damn mouse pad, but
that's like the texture of it. I don't know.
It just looks old and like, you know. But yeah, the duct tape, right? Apparently it's a CSGO thing. I honestly, I was like, are you kidding me? Like, that's another CSGO thing? When is it going to stop? Okay. When's it going to stop, guys?
Is it because of the feeling, or is there tape on, there's the sticky part on the other side so that when he puts his hand on his mouse, it sticks to it? But it looks like the opposite.
Yeah, he said it's for like better grip or some shit. Oh, he's also got, this is what I meant to say. He's got the old phone on the where the clock is. Like, yeah, whatever. But then the mixer's over there. How do you use the mixer comfortably? You know, everything from the mixer, the phone, the clock to the speakers, everything's just cramped. It's just not gonna. It's a no from me. I'm just gonna have to
what
say.
Are you, Simon?
Yep, that's what I'm going for.
It's gonna be a no for me.
I'm just gonna go to the next one, Tom. Is that all right? Do you,
all right,
or you want something to say?
I mean, like, it looks like he has a cool room too.
Cool desk.
It just the desk does not fit what you're trying to do.
Yeah, like I like that the desk has the cool curves and everything, but when you're trying to fit like half like a
setup meant for something way bigger.
Yeah, it's just weird. Next setup submitted by Trey. He's 15. He loves hockey. Mostly uses a setup for Xbox, schoolwork, and YouTube. I think that photo makes it more sad than anything because he's got this huge ass room and then like you got this little desk. So I think you guys know where this is going. Bigger desk will actually make it so it's usable. Laptop in the front, your console game. Well, yeah, okay. Gaming shit off to the left. You use it comfortably. But I mean, the speaker placement obviously makes no sense because of that. Having the GoPro there kind of not necessary. Cable management's great and everything, but like it just looks like those tiny houses. This bro's got a tiny setup. It's just weird. TV's cool. Obviously, it's not meant for the setup anyway, so that's fine. But like, get a bigger desk, get a better chair. Okay, the library code, they want their chair back. But I think the idea of using the laptop as your main display or just anything at all doesn't make sense. It looks like he's got a custom built laptop stand, which is cool and everything, but bigger desk, have that dead center, have the other one off to the left. You'll be bada bing, bada boom. Speakers go in a nice spot, which by the way, do those even produce sound? They look like the size of my balls. I mean, they're just super small. Sound does like that. But I think it's like very underwhelming. Doesn't make a lot of sense. You said that you love hockey, but
he's got hockey, he got NHL on the screen.
Yeah, for his Xbox. Just nothing here making sense to me. Where's the theme? Where's the love? Okay? Where is it?
But I was thinking that, how old is he?
15.
Okay, so maybe he got the desk when he was younger and he just stuck with it, but then he kept adding more stuff and he's like, I'm into setups. So he kept adding more stuff and he realized, probably don't have enough room to do anything with this. So he probably knows he needs a bigger desk and he has the room for it. So just do it.
I just don't like that he said he loves hockey. And you have you could hang a jersey up on that right side.
It looks like that's the Colorado Avalanche.
Oh, it's a sweatshirt that he should have cleaned up before taking the damn photo. Nice, Tom. Real good. But really, though, next to that window, mounted jersey. Put it in a frame. How sick.
Yeah.
Scale 1 is super sick, Tom.
Yeah, but it's not a bad setup. It's just like, just add
straight
more,
to the point,
That's
tiny
it.
setup, whatever. Cool. Nice. I like it. All right. Next, final setup today, submitted by Christian. He's 16. He uses this setup for photography, videography, productivity, and gaming. And just, again, I'm not taking it away from Christian. Christian, epic, perfect, beautiful, amazing setup, minus a few things, which we'll get to in a second. But I said it. Everyone and their mother is going to buy those damn posters after we saw from Trisky, and now it just kind of takes away from not necessarily the cool factor. I think they're still epic, like dope. Like I want those posters.
Yeah.
They're sick, and the artist makes other kind of posters in the same style, like LeBron James, boy. Like he's got really cool posters. But here's the thing: it's just at that point where, I think you got to do something else to it. You look at the main desk photo. We need more theme, just a little bit more. I still give you an amazing score, but having a wallpaper and something on your TV related to the theme, yes, cool, but when you're actually using it, the only thing for theme is the posters. Am I right?
Yes.
So I definitely think you just need to something on the desk, get a little Uno pop filter, something like that. Just kind of a little bit more, just a little bit more. Also, I think the posters are just a tad too far, but I guess it works because the desk is so long.
Yeah.
But I think one of the big things that helped you was the multicolored. You got the soul lamp, you got the purple, the blue, the LEDs. It's just a beautiful blend of colors. Really, really nice. But where I'm going to critique is the cable management. You're mainly going to see in that photo. Yep, Tom didn't even need to hear me say it. He's like, I got you.
I saw it.
Yeah, saw it. Like, look at that though. That's the cables we're seeing. It's not just one, it's not just two, it's a whole zoo. You know what I'm saying? And
really, I think it's like 3 cables though, because it's the lamp, it's the extension cord for, I guess,
but then the one's going all the way to the right side.
Yeah,
like,
the one.
It's just it seems like there could be
because it's all like raveled and like.
Also,
together.
he said that his PC's not on carpet. He's got 2 pieces of tile underneath it. And he told me to shut the hell up.
Yeah, you can see it.
So, but you can see more cables there too, Tom. If you.
Oh yeah, I guess yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of. That's what I was getting at. There's a lot of cables. Now the left side, that one cable coming out doing a little smile. That is completely fine. There's nothing wrong with. Like, how else are you gonna do that? You're gonna replace the outlet.
Yeah.
I think it's completely fine.
And he has zip ties on.
Yeah,
on
it goes up the leg. Disappear. It really disappears perfectly.
Yeah.
So good job. A lot of people are saying. Oh God. A lot of people are saying that the desk is bending. Let me pull out my ruler here.
Measure the desk.
Can you see that I have a good ruler?
Wait, want to go?
This is a best ruler you've ever seen. Oh my God! It is bending just a little. Not that bad though. Just a smidget. Yeah, just a smidget.
Just a midget?
Yeah, just a midget under there, kind of like. But yeah, also someone great point. Forgot to mention it. Headphone stand,
Yes.
headphone mount,
Good eye.
headphones. I don't know. You will figure it out. Oh, someone said the last desk bender. That's an Avatar joke. I've never even seen it, but I got it, so we're good. But really, bro, sick ass setup. You do have the middle leg, so hopefully it'll do some like magic, keep it up. Hopefully it doesn't droop anymore, but I guess they say with age things don't really stay where they're supposed to. So really, I mean, it's a epic setup. I think most 16-year-olds would kill for this shit. I mean, you have amazing accessories. That got weird. Accessories, just epic. But Tom, drop the hammer. What's next? How do you make this better?
I just feel like you have to upgrade, add just a little bit more to the theme, like Matt said. And I say upgrade the speakers, because you have the room for it. Why don't you just get bigger
Bookshelf
speakers? Yeah, like something like that.
Yeah, well, like you said, just kind of like pop it up a little bit more over time.
Yeah.
The more I look at it, I'm seeing the bend, so I'm just gonna pretend like it's not there. But that's the problem when you get the longest Linmon. That's why I'm telling people nowadays, you gotta get yourself solid wood. You know what I'm saying? Solid wood. But anyways, great setup, awesome. I think I talked for a long time about that, right?
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Good.
Though.
We're good. Anyways, time for the scores. We got Jonas 72, Alfonso 66, Callum 68, Aaron 78, Matthew 60, Danny 74, Dennis 76, Trey 76, Christian 92. Oh, hey. You literally got a 7 on wire management, 10, 10, 9, 10. There you go, Christian. That's all you need to know. Literally just a little bit of that wire management skill will get you back to like a 98. And then you just pop in one more on the accessories for the headphone stand. Ooh! That's funny. I actually gave you a 10 on theme. I'm too nice. I hate myself. Anyways, thanks for watching this episode of Pimp My Setup, episode number 189. Recorded live on February 7, 2017. My name is Matt Philly. You can find me on Twitter at Matt Philly. You can find Tom at Thomas Philly. And that's going to do it. Thanks for watching. And hey, Setup Clinic is dropping today.